Hello and welcome to Across Louisiana. My name is Steve Sawyer. Thank you so much for being a part of the show today. We've got three guests on the show. Will Bryant is our first guest, and Will is the chairman for the upcoming American Cancer Society Bells and Bows Ball. Just an incredible event that they do, and we're going to give you information on how you can be a part of that. Daniel Hammer is the deputy director for the Historic New Orleans Collection, just an incredible organization that deals with the history of this great city, and they're getting ready to move into a new building, and he's going to talk about an exhibit that you can be a part of, just some fascinating stuff that they've uncovered as they moved into their new building. And finally, Jennifer Hale, one of our very own. She's from New Orleans, and you know her as Fox Sports Sideline reporter. Well, she's got a group that she supports called Sideline Pass, and she's going to be talking about that organization and what they do, and just a wonderful give back to the city of New Orleans. So stay with us. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Across Louisiana. Thanks so much for being a part of the show today. Very happy to have Mr. Will Bryant with us. Will is the chairman for this year's American Cancer Society Bells and Bows Ball. Will, congratulations on being chairman. That's awesome.
Thank you very much.
American Cancer Society, God, been around well over 100 years. And I really don't want to get into the mission of the American Cancer Society so much as I want to get into the Bells and Bows. But I mean, the American Cancer Society does great work, dedicated people. Cancer, I mean, there's so many families that is affected by this horrible disease, and American Cancer Society does a great job in trying, to find the cure and everything. And fundraisers are necessary to raise money, and that's what this is about. So this is I believe, is it the 16th annual?
Correct. It's the 16th annual Bells and Bows Ball.
So tell us a little bit about the event, and it benefits Hope House or Hope Lodge.
The Patrick
and talk about that, because that's an incredible organization.
Yes. The 16th annual Bells and Bows Ball, where we honor 10 women and 10 men from the healthcare industry, from community professionals and whatnot who have an affiliation with cancer, either as a survivor, caregiver, or in some capacity. All proceeds from the event will go to benefit the Patrick F. Taylor Hope Lodge, where for free, cancer survivors, anyone going through cancer, undergoing treatment for cancer, can be housed there, as well as their caregivers as well.
And where's that at exactly?
It's located actually at the American Cancer Society offices on River Road.
Okay.
It's right next to it. They're connected basically. So it's amazing. It's a great facility. So the event itself, we're expecting over 1,200 attendees at the ball this year. We had 1,200 or so last year. We're going to have over 50 of the top restaurants and bars in the city, including Galatoire's, Drago's, Giacomo's, Bourbon House, Redfish Grill. Yeah, it's a pretty big deal, correct. So it's going to include a silent and live auction as well. We've got a live auction, which is headlined by a piece of art by the great Terrence Osborne. Last year's piece that he donated generated around $15,000.
Wow.
So yeah, it was a whopper. It was a great piece. So he's going to donate another piece of art this year as well. We've also got another gift, which includes a fishing trip to Alaska for 4, with accommodations, everything included as well, through our ACS partners in Alaska. So we did a little trade with them. So that's a really good item as well. We've got our musical performance by the band Karma. They've been great the last couple of years with us, and they're coming back again. So we're just really looking forward to it, and it's really going to be a great event.
And Will, the event takes place on September 23rd.
On Friday, September 23rd.
And where's it held at?
It's at Mardi Gras World from 6 to 11:30.
Okay, and now this is a tongue twister, but we're going to put this on the screen. I'm going to give the website. It's NOLA Bells and Balls. NOLABellsandBowsBall.org. Say that 3 times real fast, but we are going to put that on the screen. And I just want to point out that tickets can be purchased on
Can be purchased
the website?
Online, absolutely. They can be purchased. Tables are $2,500. General admission tickets are $150. For $250, you can reserve an actual seat there as well. We're going to be offering discounted tickets at our announcement party.
And I wanted to talk about that real quick. That's ahead of the Bells and Bows. Okay.
That'll be Thursday, July 21st at the Shops at Canal Place from 5:30 to 7:30.
So these individuals don't know who they are until this announcement.
They don't know. They know, but the general public does not know.
Okay.
So they'll be announced formally there.
And this is from 5:30 to 7:30 on the 21st, and this event takes place
at the Shops at Canal Place, and it's free as well. Free food, free drinks, and you can buy your tickets there at a discounted price for $50 off. You can get your tickets in advance at that event.
Wow. Well, just, I mean, again, American Cancer Society, can't say enough about them. 16 years, Bells and Bows Ball. We're going to put the website on the screen. Will, thank you so much for taking time to be on the show. Best of success with the upcoming event. Thank you so much for all you guys do at the American Cancer Society, and congratulations on being chairman of just such a wonderful, worthwhile event. We appreciate it. We've got a couple more guests. Stay with us. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Across Louisiana. Happy to have Mr. Daniel Hammer on the show. Daniel is the Deputy Director for the Historic New Orleans Collection. We always love having people on from the Historic New Orleans Collection. You guys do an incredible job, so much history that you guys house. How long have you been Deputy Director?
Well, thank you. Thanks for having us so many times. We always love to come and do the show. I've been Deputy Director for about 2 years now.
Yeah, wow, that's awesome. Hey, Daniel, the mission of the New Orleans Collection, describe what that is, just real quick.
Sure. Well, basically, we're a museum and a research center and a publisher. We celebrate and study and share the history of New Orleans and the region that goes back so very long. And using our collections, which are quite extensive, we tell the stories of our communities and our region.
You do it so well. And your main building is where at in the French Quarter?
Yes, our main museum facility is at 533 Royal Street.
Okay.
That's where we have our Louisiana history galleries, which tell kind of a from the beginning to the present day history of New Orleans and the region using our collections. Then our research center, where there's public access to our holdings for research purposes, as well as some smaller exhibition spaces and a programming space. That's at 410 Charter Street, a block and a half from there.
Now, you've got a great exhibition that's coming up because you guys are we were talking before the segment started, you're moving into a new building right across the street that you're renovating right now. I'm going to put you on the spot and ask you, the name of the exhibit is what now?
Sure. The name of the exhibit is the Signoret Brûlateur House, a new chapter.
Yeah, you got it right again.
There you go. And the Signoret Brûlateur House is a building pretty much directly across the street from our current museum at 533 Royal, at 520 Royal. Many people know it as the home of WDSU TV. DSU was there starting in 1950, and they moved out in 95 when they went to their new facility on Baronne Street.
Yeah.
But before that, it had a long history. It was built in 1816 by a wine merchant and furniture maker named Francois Signoret. He used it for both of those businesses, as well as a very fine residence that he had there. And then throughout the 19th century, it served as a business place and a residence for a number of owners. Eventually, it became the home of the Arts and Crafts Club of New Orleans, which was an important institution in the early 20th century in the French Quarter, very integral to the creation of the French Quarter as a historic district as we know it today.
Yeah.
And then eventually it became DSU. And now we are renovating it, restoring the old building and building a new structure in the back portion of the property that'll be a purpose-built museum exhibition space to begin a new chapter in the building's history as a museum
And
facility.
you're staying in the current building that you're in now, right?
That's right. We're staying in there, so it's an expansion. And what I want to tell everybody about today is that we've recently put together a small exhibit about this project, which is currently on view at 533 Royal Street, where people can see a scale model of the finished building, showing both the restoration and the new construction, and also learn a bit about the long history of the building and see some really cool stuff that we've dug out of the ground in a well that we discovered and in some archaeological dig sites that we dug into throughout the site. Really cool artifacts, canned foods from the early 19th century, quails and truffles, for example, in cans, teapots, ceramics, some just really interesting things. And we've learned so much about this old building through this project.
Absolutely.
We've learned that it was configured in ways that we didn't realize, that it was used for things that we didn't know about. Just by taking it down to the structure and looking into it and seeing what had been there, we've learned a lot, and we're going to share all of that with the public when we open it in
Daniel,
2018.
For your building you're in now, where the exhibit is being held, cost of admission or anything to see the exhibit? Is it free and open to the public?
We are free and open to the public. We do have some tours that we offer for $5.
Okay.
Themed tours. We do a tour of our residence, which is the home of our founders, which is preserved as a house museum. We do a architecture tour of our properties on Royal Street, and we do periodically themed tours on other subjects. But
Wow.
everything in terms of the self-guided gallery tours is free.
And then real quick before they cut me off,
Sure, yeah.
the website is hnoc.org. All information on the collection can be found on the website as far as events that are coming up, addresses for all your sites and
that's
so
right.
forth.
Everything about everything we do, the books we publish, the events we have is at hnoc.org,
Okay.
and we're open 9:30 to 4:30 Tuesdays through Saturdays, as well as 10:30 to 4:30 on Sundays.
All right, Daniel, thank you so much for being on the show. We appreciate it. Stay with us. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Across Louisiana. We are extremely proud to have Jennifer Hale with us. Jennifer is a native New Orleanian. You may know her from Fox Sports Sideline reporter, and I'm very proud she's here today because she's the founder of an organization called Sideline Pass. Jennifer, thank you so much for taking time to be here. We appreciate it.
Oh, it's an honor to be here. Thank you for having me.
Hey, let's talk about Sideline Pass, exactly what got you into that and what the organization is all about.
In general, I think we all have a duty to make the world a little bit better, leave it better than we found it. I've loved over the years getting to work with different athletes and coaches, charities. I've done a lot of MC work, and I always thought, gosh, wouldn't it be great if we had something for girls? I feel like there's not enough support and positive mentorship for young girls to help them grow into young women. So it was something I really thought I'd do maybe when I retired. And then Pierre Thomas, a lot of folks will remember, former Saints running back. He has a wonderful foundation called I Can, and I had done a lot of work with them promoting healthy lifestyle. When he and the Saints parted ways and he left New Orleans, he said, you know, I still want to have a presence here. We've done the majority of our fundraising here.
Good for him.
I can't
Good for
be
doing
here.
that.
But if you want to start your foundation, you can work under mine and we'll help you get started. So that's really what we did, and it's been phenomenal.
That's awesome. Now, you've got a couple of events coming up that we want to talk about. Even though you don't have a date, I will mention that your website is sidelinepass.org. We will put that on the screen.
Thank you.
July, you've had a tennis camp coming up. Talk about that.
Yes. Coach Terry Sisk, the women's tennis coach over at Tulane, is one of our advisory board members. We work primarily off of folks volunteering to help our girls have experiences. We don't do a whole lot in cash. So Coach Sisk, our advisory board member, had said, you know, well, I'll put on a tennis clinic and we'll let the girls all come out for a Saturday for 3 or 4 hours and we'll give them a taste of tennis and show them what it's all about. And through these fun activities, then we also have our mentors come and just give them little snippets. What do they do? How did they decide to become an attorney? What was the path to that? What were some of the obstacles? How about being a small business owner? We have a lot of small business owners in our mentor circle. We just did City Surf NOLA, and the owner's 26 years old, fantastic story of how she got started. So we just try to inspire and plant some ideas in our young ladies' heads.
Jennifer, let me ask, so if I'm with an organization or a school or whatever, and I want to have you come out and talk to the kids, and that's a lot of what you do as well. If I go to the website, is there a way that I can contact you or sign up on the website to have you come out and do that?
Absolutely. There's a contact page on the website. Folks can enter their information. My personal website is jenniferehale.com. You can do it that way as well. I love that part of this, the interacting with the kids. I don't have children of my own, so this way I get to interact with everybody else's and then send them home when it's time to discipline them or do any of the hard stuff.
Lucky you. You know, I got to tell you, I've been in New Orleans for 26 years now, and this is probably the most giving community that, and, yeah, sometimes we get a bad name for this, that, and the other, but I've never seen a place give back like people in New Orleans do. It's just absolutely incredible.
I agree with you, and I think it has exponentially exploded post-Katrina.
I agree.
I think it made all of us realize united we fall, or united we stand, divided we fall. We're stronger as one, and everybody is taking more ownership of the city, which I love to see. I think that's really important that we do it as a community.
Yeah, well, and we're just lucky that we've just constantly have on the program nonprofit organizations that reach out and help. Congratulations to you for doing this. Also, congratulations. We were talking, you just renewed your contract for Fox Sports, so congratulations on that. We love seeing you on TV and representing New Orleans so well like you do. Thank you so much for taking time to be with us today. We greatly appreciate it. Please come back anytime you want. Thank you, Jennifer.
Anytime you'll have me.
Thanks, Jennifer. Jennifer Hale. Steve Sawyer with Across Louisiana. Thanks so much for being a part of the show, and we'll see you next time.